Okay, I've had a question about number 4 from lesson 8. State 2 points that lie on each of the following planes. So what I just want to stress is that the equation provided, the vector equation provided, is a plane. All right? We are given a reference point. So let's say my reference point is right here. So 9, 4, -3. The two direction vectors that we have are kind of like slope. They're telling us how to move from point to point, okay? So if you remember way back in grade 9, if you had a point, you could find the next point by following the slope. So if the slope is 1/2, you'd move up 1, over 2, up 1, over 2, and you could find a series of points on the line. That's all we're really doing here with the direction vector. So if t equals 1, and p equals 1, what it's telling us to do is to go one step in this direction vector way. So now I'm going to completely make this up because I'm in 2D. So let's say, okay, -2, 2, 1. So there's my step in the direction vector 1, so D1. And then I'm going to take one step that way, which maybe goes over here. Again, I'm completely simplifying this. So here's the location of my new point. So I'm telling you, this is where you started from. That's your reference point. This, because, and I'm arbitrary, you can pick whatever values you want for t and p, okay? If you put zeros in, you'd get your reference point. If I say go one t and 1p, it tells me to go one direction vector one way, one direction vector to get to your new location, which gives you your new point. That's all it's really telling you to do. So if I did this, my point would end up being, so 9, 4, -3, plus 1, -2, 2, 1, plus 1, 0, -2, 6. My new location would be 9, take away 2 is 7, so 7, 4, 6, 4, and -3, -2, +4. So my new location or another point on the line would be 7, 4, 4. So the scalars are just telling you how many steps to take moving from your starting point or your reference point. So to find another point, if t equaled 2 and p equaled 0, for example, as long as they're not both 0, 0, you're going to find new points. Still following that process. 9, 4, -3, plus 2, -2, 2, 1, plus, and I always like picking 0 for one of them because it cuts down on my addition. So therefore, my new point would be 9 take away 4 is 5, 4 plus 4 is 8, -3 plus 2 is -1. So there are 2 points that are on the plane. All right, so those scalar values simply are telling you how to move from your start point. Okay, so if you think of it back to 2D, when you're doing the line in grade 9, the slope is telling you how to get from one point to the next point. Well, that's all this is doing, except we're in 3D. So it's telling us to go from here to here, and so on and so forth. Hopefully that explains it. I'll let you try the other ones on your own. Answers are going to vary. So, I mean, you may not get the same answers that are in the book because you can pick any values you want for t and p, just not 0, 0, because that gives you your reference point. All right, if you have any questions, let me know.